Arsenal 1, Ipswich 0. Arsenal have just beaten Ipswich at the Emirates 1-0. A goal, thank you to Kai Havertz. But apart from that, that was probably the only positive with today's result. Literally the only positive today. Firstly, it was important that Arsenal needed to win, okay? Chelsea just dropped points and Arsenal needed to go past Chelsea, and on top of that, Arsenal need to build some momentum, and Arsenal had to win. A lot of the big teams were dropping. Chelsea dropped, Manchester City dropped, Liverpool, they have some tough games coming, and it's important that Arsenal win every single game, especially a game at home to Ipswich. I mean, there was no excuses. You needed to win, and that's one part of the job. We beat Ipswich, but apart from that, like I said, I'm struggling to find any positives. First game without Saka. The lineup, I was quite happy with it. Martinelli on the right hand side, Declan Rice coming back into the six, and I wanted Kai Havertz to play in the midfield because the way Jesus was playing, you just couldn't drop him. And I think even today, I think Jesus played well. Unlucky not to get a goal, but I think he played well, and I definitely think he should be starting the next game. But like I said, I think first half, we all knew how Ipswich were going to start. They were going to sit deep, play low block, and defend, and make it very difficult for Arsenal to score. And first half, they did that well, and of course, eventually it was going to crack, and we got the first goal. Brilliant cross by Trossard, and a nice finish by Kai Havertz to make a 1-0. But apart from that, it just feels like it's natural for Arsenal to have a drop-off. Every time we score, we always drop off. And after that first goal, especially in the first half, when we had the momentum, we just didn't take advantage. We spent most of the time, Saliba and Gabriel spent most of the time passing it between each other. David Villa had a lot of... I think David Villa, after the goal, had more touches than Gabriel Jesus. Literally, that's how much of the ball was like, that's how much of the time we spent just playing at the back, just fiddling around, playing back to back. And Ipswich, they had some good counters, but unfortunately their decision making and the quality just let them down. But if that was a better team, I'm telling you, we could have been punished. We really could have been punished, because the first big chance came from them. They almost scored in the first 10 minutes or something. So like I said, man, look, we got the win, but it was just so shaky, man. I mean, second half comes, and again, we start off sloppy. It was only until probably the 70th minute where we actually started attacking. From then, I mean, like I said, Ipswich had a few chances, and honestly, near the end, I got scared they may score, but I don't know, man. Maybe you could blame Saka for Saka not playing today, but come on, you're playing a team that's fighting for relegation. Okay, so we're trying to survive relegation, and you're playing them even without Saka, you should be destroying them. I mean, teams have put 3 goals past them, and we today could even put 2 past them, and even the first one we struggled to get through. So I don't know, man, it was just a shit performance, and honestly, we needed a good performance after Liverpool destroying Leicester City. We needed to respond back and not just win the game, but we need to do it in an emphatic way. And today was that game we should have done it, and we ended up making it very, very difficult for ourselves. We had some chances. Gabriel really should have scored that corner, really open net. Kai Havertz again should have scored that. It was like a bit of a chip with Merino. Again, he really should have scored. So honestly, we had few chances, but once again we're saying the same thing. We didn't take our chances. And how many times are we saying that Arsenal not clinical? Arsenal not clinical. I mean, it's so sick and repetitive. We are having to say the same thing, that Arsenal not clinical. And if this was a better team today, we could have been punished. You play like that against Brentford or Brighton, you're not gonna win. It's gonna be a draw. So we need to change, man. We need to get better. And Saka's injury is coming at it couldn't come at such a worse time. Like that right hand side with Martinelli, you could see Martinelli he's too predictable. He's always going to go on the outside, and he's not going to come on the inside because he's not left footed. And for me, I really think he should have brought Ethan. I think Ethan should have come on that game more earlier, because he's left foot, he can go on the inside and he can go on the outside. So he offers something different. And for me, he's the closest to Saka, a player that's willing to drive at the man. And he's a very intelligent player, and runs and shoots. A lot of our players, they would run to the byline and just cross or look for a pass. And yeah, man, we need to change something, because for me, there's no excuses for only scoring 1 goal against Ipswich. We really should be putting more goals past them. Now, I know it might sound too negative, but it's just about, you know, if you are trying to win the Premier League, man, like you look at that performance and you're saying to yourself, is this team really serious about trying to win the league? Because we are 9 points off behind Liverpool right now. I don't know, 9 or wherever it is, but we're behind Liverpool. And the way they're playing, you don't see them slowing down. They are destroying teams. After one goal, they're still on the attack. It's more about for them score the one goal and they're more going for the second, third, fourth. With Arsenal, it just feels like we're scared to, we're trying not to lose compared to Liverpool who are trying to win. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to change and we have to get better at taking our chances, not taking more chances, but playing with what's the word, creating more chances. Now, I don't know if it's a manager or it's the players, but I don't know. I'm sure the manager themselves, I'm sure Arteta doesn't say play this rigid, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. But there are some other positives. Skelly, what a performance by Skelly today, man. It was, Delap tried, you know, imposing himself on Skelly, but I think Skelly did so well in that game. Like, for such a young player, he's so composed on the ball, and there was sometimes even I thought that he was holding on to the ball for too long, but he just looked so composed. And yeah, man, he's a really good player, and I'm happy for him. I hope because for me, he's right now Arsenal's #1 left back right now. The way he's playing, he doesn't deserve to be dropped. On the ball, he's good. Defensively, he's good. He hasn't been tested yet defensively. I'm sure he will be soon because we've got some tough games coming up. But he's done really well. But yeah, apart from that, nothing else too positive apart from the fact that we won. We didn't drop any points, especially in a game week where a lot of teams are dropping points. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's just hope they improve. Let's hope the levels do increase for the next game because we're going to need it. If we are playing like that against other teams, we won't be so lucky because we would get punished. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Of course, let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. For me, I would actually give it, I know Amazon Prime gave it to Kai Havertz. For me, I would probably just give it to Declan Rice. I think he played well, kept it ticking, broke the play. Odegaard, I think after like the 70th minute, he really turned on because he was driving, and it's been a long time since I saw Odegaard driving with the ball. But yeah, let me know in the comments who your man of the match was. And yeah, let me know if you think I'm being too negative or are you on the same boat. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.